How's everyone doing today? Just gonna make this a short little video, guys. I want to show you guys a little bit more about my mill, how I built it, the construction of it. These here are all trailer hitches off of trucks. That is these little pieces here, they're receivers, and this is 2-inch outer diameter. It's about 2 1/16 really. Quarter wall tubing. This is a piece of 4 by 3, I believe, tubing. That's the main chassis here. This is all just scab stuff. That was the original battery box. I got these pulleys at Princess Auto, these 2 small pulleys here. There's one actually under there, you can barely see it. That's what my winch is rigged off of. This is eye off a car. It's starting to rain now, so I won't put this too long. Princess Auto clutch, salvage pulley. I tried to salvage the big pulleys too. I had problems with that. I had problems finding them. You can see here that, see how this belt's loose? If the drive belt was loose like that, you'd have more issues. My drive belt's super tight, but I only had the one, so I still haven't replaced that since I built it, and it's been fine. So I guess as long as your drive belt's tight, you should be alright that way. A little bit of slack's not going to kill anything. Alignment is everything. It's key. Now my mill, both these arms, as you can see, that's 2 by 2, and there's one on the back side of this as well. That's the frame, and they extend in and out both sides too. I got an old fire hydrant valve back there, handle for that side, and then this side I just built an arm. You can see that or not, make sure you guys can see that. Yeah, you can't really see it. We'll walk around a little bit. See, on this side I've got my I got my scale and my mandrel and my now if you look at my wheels, they're actually cambered into one another quite a bit. What I mean by that is when you build these freaking things, you'll figure it out, but you'll watch enough videos. That's basically how I learned it. The wheels have to be actually facing this way so that when you tighten your blade up, they'll tighten up, but with the pressure, right, they'll straighten out. So you want to actually cant them in towards each other a bit. So you can see how I have it shimmed here. Down here I have a broken, this is a broken bearing block actually. So my fix for this is, and I've seen it on newer mills now, where they have 2 blocks on either side. So that's what I'm going to do too. I'm going to run 4 of these bearing blocks. I might even invest in a better quality one. This is all Princess Auto bearings. These wheels I sourced at a local Source Atlantic. It's about $600 I believe, or $500 for the 2 wheels. Mine are 20-inch. Everything else is used metal from a local scrapyard. Something that is kind of unique to my mill that you probably won't see in many other mills is my wheels. They're a little different. Let's see if I can get you off this thing without messing it up. Let's play it down here. See those wheels? I don't know if you can see that very well. Anyways, they have a groove in them, and I just have 3-inch channel. Now originally I had this thing sitting on pallet racking. There's a piece of it over there actually on the ground, and I had it bolted to the pallet racking. You could do this as well, and I was going to do 2 layers of pallet racking, weld it all together and make that into a trailer, which I think would work fine. But now I'm thinking maybe 24-foot I-beams is the way to go. But originally that's how I built it, and it's going to be able to mill 24-foot lumber soon, but I haven't had time to build the rest of the track. And they're just bolted through. They have bearings on those wheels. This is the other side assembly. This tensions both the chain and it moves the blade. So what you want to do is get your mill built. I built this one way bigger than what other mills are. I believe my blade's about 15 foot or almost 16 feet, so it's like 15'8" or something like that. I can't remember the exact measurement. I just went to my local saw shop and they have them custom cut for me. So, and man, the quality of blades I've gotten is really amazing. I'm getting about 1,000 board feet out of a blade almost, if I take my time and don't let her fly off too many times. I am designing some guards for it. I'm having a hard time where these move in and out. I want to build something that's good, but you know what I mean. I can take it off. And I'm not sure what I'm going to use for that yet, but Princess Auto motor. I got this out of a dumpster, and I actually went to Princess Auto. They sold me one that was a return one out of the back room. And I took this tank and the muffler, and the one I had didn't have a carburetor or nothing on it, this one. So I got a whole other motor for parts. It's in my little shed here. I do have a big truck battery on it because I don't like charging batteries every other day in this little motor. For some reason, I'm having a hard time getting it to charge. And I think it's the way it's wired. I have it wired wrong. Anybody out there has a schematic for one of these things, that'd be great. It does have electric start. I use that. This jack shaft's important to gearing. So I got a chain on the back side here, but there is a belt drive on the front, which I'm thinking about. I seen there's a Princess Auto torque box they're selling now for goat carts, and I'm actually thinking about trying that out because it's got the wider belt, almost like a timing belt, or on a motorcycle. So I mean, if a big Harley can take it, this thing, it'll probably slip a lot less than this because it's got no teeth on it, and that's got teeth. I was thinking about going to a chain drive they have chain drives there, but they're just dinky little chains. I had to put this plate here because the heat off the muffler was melting the belt and this engine here, so this plate's just for heat. There was going to be a tensioner here, but I never had to do that. Another thing, originally I built my own blade guides. So you can see these are Cook's Sawmill blade guides. I bought them. I've got my arm here. This actually needs a bunch more notches. I got to bring a generator out here to work on this thing now, where it's out here. And as I built these little arms that come off that's 1/2-inch plate that comes down. This is another piece of that receiver. Those are shims, actually. See, it's got a little bit of play there, but that moves in and out. And then the notches in this plate locks it, right? But my arm fell off. I see that. I didn't notice that the other day when I was here. I got this little extension arm that bolts on. It's supposed to bolt on right here. And it's adjustable up and down. It just sits like that. And that's how I adjust my blade guides. So it's starting to rain now. I'm going to put you guys up on the stand. Saw some lumber. I don't know what to do with this maple. It's beautiful. Thought it was bird's eye at first, but I was talking to an old guy and he said you'd see these little specks everywhere, but I am seeing them. I mean, they're there, but it might not be. So, well, I think I'm just going to make it into all live edge and save it, and then go on to the pine, making some lumber. We'll see how she goes, guys. It's already 7 minutes to this video, so I think I'll just keep her rolling. Alright. Get you guys in the shade. Made in the shade. Close enough. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the subscribe button. I'll do at least a cup for you. Now this log's not even clamped down, and I am running soap with my water. And this is cold. Cold start. crank it. Well, that's that. Life of a homemade sawmill.